All right, so we are continuing on the lecture here on how to create the orthographic projection of the locator part off of the isometric drawing that we are given here in the text. So we last were kind of bringing the top lines, projection lines over to our ninth line. So our next step is to project these down into the side view here as well. So I'm going to go ahead and every intersection point we're going to come down. Again, your line length doesn't matter here, so but the distance or the angle does, so that's going to be 90 degrees for that one. Right click and escape out of it. Let's go ahead and right click, repeat the line. So we're doing the same thing here. Tab over 90 degrees. So right click and enter. So we'll repeat the line, and we also have this line coming down here. Tab over to 90 degrees. We've got those three lines placed. So where we're projecting those over. Now we have to kind of think about what those lines are telling us. So let me go ahead and trim this out. So we were in our extend tool. Now let's go to our trim tool. So we're going to trim these out just to kind of keep everything neat and boxed in. So escape out of the trim tool. Now, so if you think about it, what are we looking at right here? Or what should this line be? Do we see that in the side view? Well, if we're looking at the isometric here, this line here and this line here are basically this cutout notch. So, and we can't see that from the front view. So that means that that's going to be a hidden line. So let me escape out of here. Let's go in and let's create our hidden line. So turn on your hidden line layer. So we're going to create this hidden line from there to there. Right click, escape, right click, repeat line, and from there to there. Right click and enter. Now, at this point, we see, all right, well, now we got to project back over from here into that view. So, because this line is going to kind of come in and match that. So let's go back over to our our side view here, and let's project this line. So from here over to here, doesn't matter the line length, so just tab in. This is going to be 180 degrees. So, and let's cut that out. Okay, now we're starting to get a better overall picture of what this should look like on that particular side. So let's go back now to our object lines. So our front view here. So now we see, okay, well, we've got this from there to there now as well. So filling that in. Let's go and take a look. Let's turn off our front view and the side view here at this point. So I think we're almost getting to where we need to be. So we just need to kind of come in here and trim that out. So, and looks like we're in pretty good shape here on our front view. And we're in good shape on the side view. Now we kind of have to say, all right, well, let's figure out now what are we looking at here in the top view. Well, let's go back in with the line so we can see. So we should see some notch, and that's going to go from here to there, right? And then we're going to have the line coming all the way over to the here, and we still have something going on with the cutout or the arc here as well. So let's go back in. Let's turn these front viewing plane lines back on and your side view so that we get that. So come back to the line. So now we can start to fill in. Well, we know we're going to have this one going all the way up to there. Okay. And we know then that we are going to have this notch coming out there. And we're going to have the notch coming out there. So let's go ahead, kind of turn these off again. So see if we're starting to look like what we should be. So now I can say, okay, well, I know I need to trim those out. So I'm starting to see this. It's starting to make sense. So we're there, and that part is trimmed out. We know that this is an inclined plane, and that is an inclined plane. The only thing else I have to do right here is come back with and get my arc in here. So let's turn on the top view, side view. At this point, I don't really need the side view line, so we'll go ahead and turn those off. But I do still need my front view. So, and we're going to have an arc or a circle right here. So let's, you can use the arc tool. So if you think about it, what's the arc tool? Well, we're going to say start, center, end. So, all right, so we'll use the start, center, end. I'm going to say there's my start, there's the center, there's the end. So now I've got one more projection line now that I need to come down from the top. So I need to project the tangency point over here, or that quadrant point down. So let's come down, turn on our object snaps. We'll go with the quadrant. So go into my line tool. So I'm going to come from here. We're going to go straight down. So go ahead and tab over at 90 degrees. So place that line. We'll just trim that out to be neat. So, and now I know I've got a line that's going to come in right here as well. And what type of line should that be? Well, that should be a hidden line. So let's go back to the hidden line layer, activate that. Let's create this line. So this is going to be your hidden line. There. So, and let's take a look. Go back to your object lines, and let's start to turn some of these off. So let's go ahead and turn the construction lines off. Let's see. We are almost there. So notice now we got to go back and do some trimming. So let's trim and get rid of that line. Trim and get rid of that. So we're starting to look like that. So that's pretty good. And if you think about it, so we also need some center lines. So I need some center lines that are going to be the center line marking this. So let's go ahead. Let's turn on our center line layer. So let's activate that. And we're going to go back in and use our different viewing plane lines. So we need the front viewing plane and the side viewing plane and the top viewing plane. Okay, so our center line is going to be right here. So let's go and create our line. Now I can create, I know I'm going to have a center line to go from here to there, and right click and repeat the line, and we'll go more or less, if you think about it, if this is a ½ an inch, then we can basically make this a 1 inch at 0 degrees. So, and we're going to extend that. So let's just kind of go up, and we will extend that by 0.25 above. So we're going to come down here, and we're going to extend this by 0.25. So we're being pretty precise on the length of our lines here. So let's go ahead and extend this one 0.25. So, and we'll extend this one 0.25. Be careful that you don't knock the line out. All right. Now we have one more center line to place as well, and that's going to be down here. So center line right there. So let's go ahead and extend that one. So we're going to bring this up by, now let's grab that endpoint and stretch it by 0.25. Oh, it went the wrong way on me, so not a big deal. So we can kind of grab this back up, and let's go 0.5. Grab this one, go down by 0.25. So that gives us that center line, and the last center line that we need to also place is going to be right over here. So kind of same thing here. So grab this one. We're going to extend this up. So, so, so we'll extend this one by 0.25 and go this way, 0.25. That keeps kind of going down on me, 0.5. Well, the other thing that we can do is just kind of grab and stretch it. I'm getting some type of glitch. It does not like that at all. So let's go ahead and turn off some of these right now. So might very well have just been that it was kind of picking up too many lines. So there we go. And of course, if you have some of those type of glitches, play around with them. So so you might have to kind of mess around a little bit with it, just like I did, to get it to act the way you want it to. And here, of course, is the finished drawing with our hidden lines, with our center lines. Now, you'll notice on mine, my center lines don't look like center lines. So we will talk about that and the reasons for that, what we have to do to fix that in a later class. But there is our finished drawing. So let's go ahead and save this. So, and you are done.